friends, foes, and other watchers on the internet. My name is Matt, and you're watching Hogwash Gaming, and today we're going to be covering a game that's very much like another game that we've done. We did 5 straight a while back, and the goal of this game was to get 5 pegs in a row. Well, today's game, you're trying to do kind of the same thing, and this game is called Sequence. The goal of the game of Sequence is to get 5 chips in a row on the board, and depending on how many teams you have, you might have to do this more than once. Since the game we're watching is a 2-player game, each player has to make 2 sequences before they can win. For games with an even number of players, the green and blue chips are used, and for games that have a multiple of 3 players, then the red chips are used as well. The number of cards you start out with depends on the number of players. For this game, we only have 2 players, so each player gets 7 cards. To place a chip on the board, you need to have a card that matches the spot that you want to place it. In this example, the blue player has a 3 of hearts, so he can play here or here. After playing your card, you put it in the discard pile in front of you. Then, after laying your chip, this is very important, you need to draw from the deck. If you don't draw from the deck before the next player draws from the deck, you can't draw an extra card to get your hand to its original number of cards. You have to live with that disadvantage for the rest of the game, so pay attention when you're laying down chips. Now you may have noticed that on the board, all of the cards are represented, except for the jacks. The jacks have special rules, and you can read them on the bottom of the board, but I'm gonna describe them just because this is kind of a tutorial. If you play a 2-eyed jack, it means you can put your chip on any available space. If you have a 1-eyed jack, then that means you can remove any opponent's chip. This does not mean, however, that you can replace it with one of your own. You have to wait until your next turn, and you have to have the card for that space. Now, if you're wondering about the corner spaces and how you lay down your chip on those, well, turns out you don't have to, because they already count as a chip for each player. So any player can use them as a chip to make a sequence. So that's how you play the game Sequence. It's pretty fun. If you have other ideas for games that I should cover, leave it in the comments section. And until next time, this is Hogwash, over and out. I'll catch you later.